Hello, buongiorno, buenos dias, buenas tardes, good evening, depending on what time of day or night you are watching this. Thank you for watching. Today I'm going to share with you my top 10 tips to help you find your perfect foundation. It can be a really overwhelming task to say the least because there's so many brands, so many options, and hopefully after you watch this, your task will be a lot easier. Let's get started. Know your skin type. Once you know if your skin is on the drier side, normal, combination, or oily, then these are words that you want to look for in a foundation bottle, and it's probably the best place to start. Bottles will usually have these words, and what happens is that these formulas will help address specific needs that you have. Know desired coverage. Depending on the coverage that you're looking for, you will be able to find formulas that are able to provide different levels of coverage. So usually they will go or say sheer or light coverage, medium coverage, and then full coverage. Sheer and light will usually mean that some of your skin will peek through underneath, and it will probably be the most natural finish foundation you can get, all the way to full coverage, which means it's the most flawless finish, and it's gonna help hide any and every imperfection. Have the right tools. Using a brush or beauty blender is gonna get you a different effect than you can with your fingers, even though it's easy. Your face is not gonna fall off if you use them, but you're gonna be able to get a fuller and more flawless coverage if you use a brush or a beauty blender. There's this kind, there's this kind, there's this kind. This is not a brush. Probably Instagram's favorite and YouTube's favorite, the beauty blender. And you will get different levels of coverage depending obviously how much foundation you put on, but also what you apply your foundation with. Have multiple shades. Usually I recommend to have at least 2 colors of foundation because we change colors throughout the seasons. Even living here in Miami where it's warm all year round, I definitely go to the beach less when the water gets a little cooler. So having 2 colors in your arsenal will make sure that you have the perfect shade all year round. And if worse comes to worse, you can mix a little bit of this, mix a little bit of that, and then get your perfect match. Always try color on face. When you go out shopping for foundation, if possible, always try the color on your face. And I don't mean dab a little tiny bit and then rub it all the way in and then, yay, I'm ready to buy foundation. No, I mean try it on all over. This is the best way to see if a foundation is going to be your perfect match. The inner part of your wrist is not the color of your face. Your neck is not the color of your face. Guess what's the color of your face? Your face. If you don't remember anything I say, anything from this entire video, remember one thing and one thing only. Please, 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 I beg you, go into natural light. Once you find your perfect match or what you think looks like a perfect match, in department stores, things look completely different than they do in the sun. I'm sure it's happened to me. You think you look cute, and then you pull down your mirror in your car and you're like, oh, ooh, it's not so cute no more. Step outside with a hand mirror, go to your car, make an excuse, say you need to go to the bathroom, go do something and get out of that store and go look at yourself outside before you get tucked into a foundation that is not your color. If you shop at Sephora or any major department store, I know you can ask for a sample. Because foundation's a product that's very high in loyalty, most brands have foundation sampling available, and usually what it means is that the salesperson can help you make a sample and pump a little bit out of the tester that they have into a jar for you to take home. If you want to be extra courteous, make sure to get the salesperson's name so that you can purchase it from them when you are ready to commit. If you happen to not be 150% happy with the shade, with the formula, with anything at all, you can usually return or exchange your foundation as long as you have a receipt. Make sure that depending on where you're purchasing your foundation, that you know and you ask the salesperson what the policy is. I was actually surprised to know recently when I bought a drugstore foundation that you can actually return it within the first 30 days, at least at Walgreens where I bought mine, if you are not 100% happy with it, which is super convenient, especially considering they do not have testers. Depending on the effect that you're looking to create, there are a ton of primers on the market, some that will help mattify, some that will give your skin additional glow. Most of them will help extend the wear of your foundation and make it last longer. Using a setting spray after you are done with your makeup will not only make your foundation last, but everything else that you've put on top of it stay in place. Eye is glowing, eye is glowing. Let that dry. Be right back. And that's a wrap. If you found any of these tips helpful, mind-blowing, earth-shattering, please let me know in the comments below what you learned, what was your favorite. If you have any foundation finding questions, I think I should be a rapper. Foundation finding questions, things match. Yeah, rhyme, not match. Maybe I shouldn't be a rapper. Thank you so much for your time, for watching. Please subscribe below. Nothing happens when you subscribe. When you hit the red button, all that happens, nothing hurts, doesn't bite. All it does is it sends you an email notification every week when I upload, so you can be reminded to come watch me until we can spend time together. Mwah. See you next time. Why am I screaming? I don't know why I scream. ¿Qué es lo que está diciendo eso? 0 minutes. Yo creo que eso es de la memoria. Something looks good inside and then you step outside to the car and you're like, oh, what did I just do? Yes. Has it happened to you? Ooh, it's not so cute no more. The starting there is the best place to start. Okay, obviously. To help you narrow down the search for your perfect foundation. The inner part of your wrist is not the color of your face. Your neck is not the color of your face. Guess what's the color of your face? Your face. There's formulas, there are. Talking about plural, formulas. Are formulas. Yeah. Ay, ¿por qué es tan difícil?